friends, today we're going to make some kinetic art. Kinetic art just means art that requires movement for effect. And we're going to use clothespins today. You'll need some scissors, some markers, or colored pencils, and either some double stick tape or a glue stick. This is my favorite type of glue stick. It works really great. And let me show you what some of my kids did. So one of my kids did this little guy, and you open his mouth and he's eating a fish. And you'll notice like this part isn't covered. That's okay. Here's another one my other kid made. He's eating a little fish. It's nice, colorful, looks kind of like a salmon to me. And then I made one of a dragon, and he's a fire-breathing dragon. And so what I'm going to start off with is an index card. Actually, let's do this one over here, index card. And I drew an animal on it. Doesn't have to be an animal, you can do something else. I drew a giraffe on mine, and I drew a little piece of cake. He's going to be eating cake. So what I would do next is color it with some colored pencils or markers or something. But I'm not going to do that right at this moment because I just want to show you what I do to go about trying to get it on the clothespin. So we're going to cut him out real quick. The index card is nice because it's a little bit stiffer than a regular piece of copy paper. And it works well for this project. So I'm being very careful as I'm cutting, and I'm turning my paper as I cut. So I would say this is the very trickiest part of this whole thing is figuring out how big to make your creature, whatever you end up making, to cover this part. So I tried really hard to make it so it would cover the whole thing this time. And that is the most challenging. And then you kind of need to cut his mouth. Kind of have to go all the way across. And then I'm going to put that one there and that one there. You kind of get the idea? So let's just try with double stick tape. And what's nice about double stick tape is you can kind of move them around a bit if needed. Okay, a little bit tricky. But you can always go back and use glue once I kind of figure it out. Because I'm going to tell you the first time you do it, it might take a little bit of adjustments. So that's sticking out. I'm going to move this guy just a little bit. See if I can do this. That works. What do you think? This part I can kind of leave loose so it opens. And then where's my piece of cake? And do my little piece of cake. Again, I would have all of these colored beforehand. And then what I can do is just take a little piece of this I'm gonna, my finger's stuck to it. I'm gonna stick it on the back side. I might need to make my cake a little smaller because you can't tell what he's eating. So normally I would just put it on the back side here. Like that. And he's eating cake, but I think I'm gonna have to make my cake a little bit of a smaller piece. So it actually, maybe I'll just cut it down a layer, just like that. I made it too tall of a cake. I was ambitious. And he's eating cake. Ta-da! What do you think? All right, so now go and make your own little kinetic piece of art.